What's up, everyone? This is DyanaRozay. Welcome to my channel. I wanted to give you all an update on the Shanquella Robinson situation. I'm going to call it a situation. We already know that the government said that they were not going to move forward with prosecuting the Cabo Six, anyone in the Cabo Six. And that has left a lot of people outraged, confused, feeling really hopeless, helpless. And I just read an article about a march being planned in May, which is next month in Washington, D.C., demanding that the government continue to move forward and act. We know that there's a video. We know that there were 6 people that were there. Passports confirm that. The hotel registry confirms that. Mexican government confirms that. I'm not sure why. I mean, I know that people have been arrested for far less. So it is absolutely wild to me, the information that came out earlier today. But I have been reading all kinds of materials today. I came across this just a moment ago about a march being planned. And again, because I have been feeling like I'm really heartbroken for the family. I am praying for them. I can't even imagine the grief and the hopelessness and helplessness they feel, knowing that their daughter is not here anymore and that there are 6 people who know exactly what happened, and they are walking around thinking that everything is good for them right now. So I wanted to read this to you guys, and then also hopefully, if you can, also participate in whatever we can do, okay, to keep eyes on this situation and make sure that the government knows that no one has forgotten this young lady's life. Then that's what I wanted to do, okay? Social media has been very strong in keeping Shanquella's case and name in the forefront, so we're going to continue to do that. So this article says, you guys, that the feds will not file charges in the mysterious death of Shanquella Robinson. It goes on to say, ever since the 25-year-old Shanquella passed away in unexplained circumstances on a group vacation to Cabo San Lucas in October, her family has demanded a thorough investigation as to what happened. But on Wednesday, U.S. federal authorities told them that they don't have any evidence to pursue criminal charges in the case. I am floored that they could actually say that. It goes on to say that Robinson, a hairstylist from North Carolina and a graduate of Winston-Salem State University, died of a severe spinal cord injury, according to her official death certificate, because this would be the second certificate that was issued for her. Initially, Mexican law enforcement and the 6 friends with her on the trip led the family to believe that it was alcohol poisoning, and that was the cause of her passing away. When the autopsy came back, they said it didn't have anything to do with alcohol. Okay. Her mother said that it was a broken neck and that her spine and back were cracked. She also said that Shanquella had been physically beaten. The emergence of a video in which another woman who appears to be repeatedly punching her in a hotel room further added to the suspicion that she had suffered her fatal injuries from an assault. Oh boy. It goes on to say the FBI sharply criticized by Robinson's mother over the past few months, and let's get it clear, it's been 6 months, okay, for the lack of progress. And I would say so. 6 months, these people have been walking around, going to work, saying hello and goodbye to their mother and father, and the Robinson family have been sitting around trying to figure out what's going to happen next. But it goes on to say that ultimately, the FBI was unable to produce what they needed for an arrest, and prosecutors told the family this week. The news come after sustained social media campaigns pressuring American authorities to identify and charge someone in the matter. The investigation into circumstances surrounding the death of Shanquella has been a priority for federal prosecutors and the FBI, read a Wednesday press release from the U.S. Attorney's Office. And this is the U.S. Attorney's Office in North Carolina. But based on the results of the autopsy, this is also from the press release, based on the results of the autopsy and after careful deliberation and review of an investigative materials by both the U.S. Attorney's Office and federal prosecutors, they informed the Robinson family today that the available evidence does not support a federal prosecution. As a matter of policy, federal officials generally do not issue public statements concerning the status of an investigation. The statement continues. Authorities made an exception due to the circumstances of Shanquella's passing and the public's concern surrounding this investigation. And I have to say, it is social media, but a lot of people have been interested in this case. And we also know that I think last night, actually, there was a Black a friend group who had traveled into, well, I should say this, there was a Black friend group that had traveled into Mexico a couple of weeks ago, and they had been kidnapped by a cartel, and a whole lot of things happened to them. They were on, two of them were speaking about it on CNN last night. So um, they probably made this statement as well after that situation had occurred. But just again, it was social media, the pressure from social media that has kept this case alive. And that is across the board social media, Twitter, TikTok, YouTube, you name it. Okay, Facebook. But they went on to say that because of that, because of the public concern surrounding the investigation and remains right now, they were still concerned. They prepared to review and examine new information related to the investigation should it become available. So they are saying that the case, even though they're not moving forward with anything else at this moment, they are prepared. The FBI and U.S. officials are prepared to review and examine new information related to this investigation should it become available. The thing about these kind of cases is that you could be living your best life. You could be, 20 years later thinking that you're fine, and then someone's knocking at your door to pick you up. You know what I mean? So, yeah, we're going to keep a close eye on this. It goes on to say that Mexican authorities have reportedly issued an arrest warrant, and a lot of people were saying it was for Dyana, I believe. However, there's more reports saying that there was no name on the warrant, so I'm not sure how that was going to work. But they said it was for one of her traveling companions on the charge of femicide. They have made the request to extradite her. However, it's unclear that the FBI's findings and withholdings will affect that process. And from what I read earlier, the U.S. District Attorney's Office said that they don't have enough money, or excuse me, they don't have enough information or enough evidence to even extradite. That's what they're saying. So they're not letting us know right now what they did, what they consider an investigation. Did they go to Mexico? I know that they cleaned it up, and it was literally weeks before they got the second autopsy. So there probably wasn't anything there anyway. But anyways, it says the attorney representing Robinson's family, her name is Sue Ann Robinson, and she's not related to the family. They said she had said in a press conference earlier today that she is disappointed but not deterred by the latest setback. The family has plans to hold a rally and march in Washington, D.C. on May 19th, the 200th day since her passing. And this is to advocate for further action on the government's part. So, yeah, again, I just wanted people to know that if you are, able to get to DC and also, be a presence and a support for the family, let's do so. Absolutely. And I'm glad that it's happening in DC where it should. So I'm hoping for a big turnout. They need to know that people want justice for this case. Those 6 people are still walking around. They have all of the information. Okay. They got all of the information about how this young lady lost her life. and one of them is responsible, maybe more, but at minimum one. But I just wanted to share that with you guys, and you can let me know how you feel about everything in the comments, okay? Like the video, hit the subscribe and notification bell so that this video can make its way to others, and we can all be aware and paying attention to what's going on. And I will talk to you guys on the next one.